Hey guys, I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're healthy and safe, and your families are as well. I'm doing okay. I've been self-isolating since the recommendations began for that and staying at the house here. So just finding ways to keep myself busy, doing some workouts here. There's a park nearby where I'm able to get some running in. I'm still training to do longer races. Hopefully I can do those later in the fall. And so yeah, it's a little bit different time right now, but yeah, I'm adjusting. I'm doing okay, but definitely look forward to going back to work again, and absolutely looking forward to training with you guys and teaching the Tai Chi forms. So it's been a while since we've done that. What I wanted to do was create a video you guys can do at the house inside that doesn't require a lot of space. A lot of the rooms here at my house, there's just not a lot of room to do a form in its entirety without readjusting quite a bit or being mindful of things around you, especially as you're doing kicks or whatnot. So it makes it a little bit challenging. But with this form, I call it the condensed form because it's basically a condensed amount of space that you're doing it in. So you can do it pretty much anywhere. And my hope is you can do it at your home or apartment where you don't, if you don't have a lot of space, you can take advantage of doing these movements. It's a little bit different in the sense that we're doing one particular movement and then doing it in a continuous loop, and then we switch to the other side and go back and forth. So do kind of repetitions of each movement before transitioning to the next. And I already shot that video. It's the part 2 series of this where I go through it like I would a class. And I'm doing this video. This is part 1 to cover more the movements of that form, how to transition from one movement to the next, kind of the details that will help with it. Some of these movements might be new to you. Those that have done the form still recognize that's a little bit different, doing continuous reps of the movement without transitioning your stances and switching that way. So it might take a little bit getting used to. I shot it just like this video is going to be mirror image style, which I haven't really done before. So I'm going to call it out as to how I want you to move, but if I say do lady work shuttles right, where you're blocking upward, I'll say block up right and push left, even though my right hand's extended, my left arm's up. For you, to mirror image, it's right side. So just do it as I call it. Try to mirror image, just pretend you're looking in a mirror, and you should pick it up. So the best way to do it is just get used to the movements. Go through this video. There's 11 movements all together from Tai Chi Begins to Closed Tai Chi. So just get comfortable with each one, and then you can transition and then tie it all together and get a workout from it. So yeah, a little bit different, but I'm hoping you guys will enjoy it, and we'll see when we can, hopefully in the near future here, get going with our instruction, our classes again, because I really do miss that. And let's go through some of the warm-up stuff here. I'm going to do the normal warm-ups we do in class. I'm not going to go into detail with that in this video because they're pretty self-explanatory, pretty straightforward. What I want to do is talk about the waist circles, the standing meditation more in detail, and also the arm circles, which follow that, which are a little bit more challenging. So I want to break that down in detail. Benefit of doing this through a YouTube video is you guys can click on the gear setting in the lower corner of the video and slow it down if you feel the need to do that for any of the parts here to help with your learning. But we're going to begin with the waist circles. And for that, basically the idea there is to loosen up the body, more so in the postural muscles of the back as you're holding that position of the standing meditation where you're nice and straight. So the waist circles, we get to that part of the warm-up. The feet will be together, arms are relaxed. You're going to bend forward from the hips, extending forward, and then breathing in nice and slow. Arms come in, and then again, just exhale, extend the arm, feel the stretch. Arms should feel very light and relaxed like they're in water. I'll turn to the side so you can see a little bit better what that looks like. So nice and tall, and then bring the arms out, breathing in, and then just repeat that motion. Exhale, stretch the back, feel loosen up, and then we get into the tree hugger pose of standing meditation. So after you complete the waist circles, here we'll be nice and tall. You're gonna raise your left foot up, step out shoulder width, but maintain a bend in your legs. You wanna make sure your body's nice and straight. When you step out, make sure your hips still go kind of back here versus having your knees come forward. So you don't want to have them come forward. Imagine you're starting to sit in a chair, then just hold it there, and then the arms will extend out, be rounded like you're hugging a big tree. So you're breathing, you want to focus on drawing your navel in, or drawing your breath in at your navel versus at your chest. So relax your chest muscles, focus on drawing that breath in by your navel. Allow it to relax your body, allow it to clear your mind of any distracting thoughts. So again, pay attention to your alignment and relaxing the muscles too. So start at the jawline, the facial muscles, make sure those are relaxed. Your shoulders and chest, those are relaxed as well. Arms should feel like they're suspended in water. Feel a connection to your back. Make sure you're not shrugging up here. Make them loose, relaxed. So the thighs, where you should feel the most tension, that's going to help warm up the body, get the blood flowing, get the chi energy flowing. The backside of the leg, your glutes, hamstrings, and calves, you want those to be more relaxed. So pretty much the only tension you feel is in your quadriceps. And what you want with that is to kind of analyze and see how your thought process changes as you hold the stance longer. So in the video, I tell you to pause it and hold the stance for as long as you would like to. It's about 3 minutes when we do it in class, but I would say do what's comfortable for you, whether it be 4 or 5. If you want to challenge yourself longer, go ahead and do that. Just pause, time yourself, unpause the video, and then it goes into the rest of the warm-ups. So do what's comfortable for you, but you do want it to be challenging, so you don't want to be just slightly bent and be able to hold it for a very long time. You want that tension to grow, not only to warm up your body, but to see what your mind is telling you when that happens. So here comes Dexter, little isolation buddy here. He makes an appearance in the other video too. So, but what's important with that is to see how you react to stress. So in this form of standing meditation, it's a physical type stress you're dealing with, and what does your mind tell you as you encounter that and as it grows? Does your mind more likely is going to tell you to stand up to make it a little bit easier? It doesn't like that discomfort there. It wants to be as efficient as possible, not waste energy, but you want to push yourself to make those improvements. And so just kind of see how you can kind of block out your negative thoughts and how you react to that stress. And that applies to what you're doing, pretty much what we're all doing right now, dealing with the stress of what's going on in this day and age. So you can apply those kind of thought processes and how you handle stress to other situations that are beyond physical. So kind of keep that in mind as you're doing the meditation. After we close it out, we go into some kind of loosening of the legs and arms, and then it goes to the arm circles where it gets a little tricky. So let's look at that more in detail. So the arm swing, essentially you're just swinging, scissoring your arms back and forth close to your body. So if we're going to start with the right arm going forward, the left arm is going to go back, and then you drop, and then you drop, and you're just going back and forth. So eventually they're going higher and higher. I'll turn to the side so you get a little bit more height and go back further without hitting anything. So just going back and forth to the point where they're coming up and meeting overhead. So once they meet overhead, you need to rotate your body to allow the arm to circle all the way through. So what that'll look like, actually, let me do this kneeling so you can see the arms better. So if I have my left arm up here, right arm is back, they're going to come up forward at the top, and then I'm turning to my left side to let it drop, so it can come back up, meet at the top here, and drop down. So just continuing that circular motion. You have one, in this case, the right arm is pointed forward, left arm is pointed back, they're going to drop to the bottom, and then your left arm is forward, they meet at the top, and then you drop. So just making that continuous motion, circling those arms, and then to switch, once you do that last rotation, you bring the arms up at the top. Before you turn to do another circle, you drop them so you can rotate the other way. So this time the right arm's coming forward, they're going to meet at the top. The right arm goes back, left arm's pointed forward, they're going to be down, and then they switch, left arm forward, up at the top, and just continue that circular pattern so you can circle both ways. So it gets a little tricky. Just the main thing is just getting that kind of momentum that they're moving opposite each other, swinging back and forth, and then they'll just naturally circle all the way through, and then you switch, circle all the way through. So Don't get frustrated if you don't get it right away. It is tricky. But yeah, just practice it, see how it goes, and that'll be in part 2 as we do the warm-ups of the video. Okay, so now getting into the form, it's going to be, again, 11 movements. We start with stationary movements. We modified monkey stepping back, so we're just doing the arm movements. Everything else is modified a little bit too because we're doing continuous repetitions on that side before we transition to the other side, which is different from how we do it in the forms. So starting off, it starts just like any form would in no Tai Chi, so we can go into Tai Chi Begins, so your feet are shoulder width apart, feet straight ahead, arms relaxed, and then we just do Tai Chi Begins. Normally this transitions into other parts with the 7 or the 30, but with this one, we're just going to do it 5 times, and then we go into the next one. So I'm not going to do all 5 here. So the next one we do, we're staying stationary in this stance, circle arms into high block. So from here, after we do our 5th repetition, we're going to raise that left arm up, right hand down, and then we circle into high block on the right side. So your right arm is blocking up high, your left hand is at your hip, and then you go into double block again. So it's just circle arms into high block and double block here. And you do that in a repeated motion. So again, we do this 5 times. We'll say this is number 5. And then we're going to switch after we complete the last double block. So from here, you turn your left hand down. Your right arm comes up, so you can circle arm into high block on your left side. So you're going to bring your arm up, palm outward block. Do your double block, circle, double block, and continue that motion. So just repeating that circular motion of high block, double block. We do that 5 times. Then we go into monkey stepping back without stepping into your back stance. Your feet stay the same position. We're just using the arms, the hand motion for monkey. So once we complete our last double block, the right arm is going to reach out and grab. The left hand will just come into the hip. Hey, Dexter. So you grab, open up, just like you would in the form. I'll step forward a little bit, and then strike straight out. And then you switch. So you're going to grab with the left hand, rotate it palm upward, open up the arms, pull in towards your hip, and then strike with the fingers extended on your right arm. And you're just going back and forth. So you grab, open up, strike. All right, so now that Dexter is off the camera there, I'm going to show you guys monkey stepping back again. So again, we're doing that after we do our raised hand into a high block, into our double block series. So we finish with your right arm up, left hand down. So from here, right arm's going to reach out and grab, left hand comes into the hip, rotate the left hand up, and then open up the arms, go into your snake's tongue strike with your left arm, left 2 fingers extended out, and then you grab left, opening up, form the snake's tongue on the right side, and strike out. Then you're just going back and forth. So open, strike, grab, open up, and strike. So if you look from the side here, after double block, the arms are extended away from the body. Make sure when you do your double block, your blocking low isn't too close in. You're going to be extended here. So you bring your left hand to your hip, you grab, open, strike out, grab, open up, feel that stretch and that rotation, and then you're going to use that rotation to get power generated into your snake's tongue strike. Snake's tongue is just bringing your thumb, your pinky and ring finger together so you can strike with your middle and index finger straight out, and then it'll release into your grab. So as you're grabbing, when you grab with your right hand, you're going in a clockwise motion. When you grab left, you're going counterclockwise, and then it just opens up, and then you go into your strike with the other hand. We do 5 repetitions of that, both left and right side. We'll be doing 5 reps there. And then we transition into grasp the bird's tail. So after we finish monkey, the right arm will be extended here. So we're just going to relax the hand, turn the left foot 45, arms drop down, step into your right front stance here for grab and check. Then you go into lead, press. So we do the full series through to the double push, and then we just repeat that motion. So go right back into grab and check again. So your left hand is down, right arm is facing inward. So again, elbow and wrist of your attacker. You lead off to the side. Then you go into your press separate, pushing through. You just repeat that motion. So doing aggressive bird's tail on the right side. So after we do this 5 times, we switch to the other side. So when you finish with your double push, shift your weight, bring your right foot to 45, arms drop, then step into a left front stance, arms extend forward, grab and check, lead, turning to your right side, press with your left forearm out now, then you separate, breathe in, breathe out, push, and then just go right into grab and check again. You're just doing aggressive bird's tail now for the left side. Here. After you do aggressive bird's tail, we go into parting the horse's mane. So the right arm drops back, comes over the top. You draw your left foot in, left arm comes underneath, holding the ball. And then you step out with the left leg, left arm extends out, part the horse's mane. And again, right arm drops back. You're just bouncing on the right leg, keeping it bent the whole time. Then you step, exhale, shifting forward, squaring up, facing forward. But as you hold the ball, again, we're at an angle so we can get that hip rotation into the separation of the hands here. So we'll do one more. You come up over the top here and extend through. So looking from the side, if I finish aggressive bird's tail with my double push here, again, I'm going to drop. Mirror imaging again, that'll be the right arm on top here, left arm is underneath, and then separating the hands here, then drop back, come in, face at an angle, and then step, rotate the hips to square up here. After you do 5, for the left side here, we're going to switch to the right side. So from here, left foot turns 45, left arm drops back. Now that comes over the top, your right arm is underneath, right leg is on its toes, you're facing at the corner. Step into a right front stance and separate the hands. So you do part the horse's mane, come in, face the corner, hold the ball, step, square up, face forward here. Then again, repeat that motion, holding the ball, extending through. So from the side, you're here. Actually, I'll show from the other side, see my hands a little bit better. So from here, drop, come up over the top, extend through here, facing at an angle, here. So 5 times, part the horse's mane, then it goes right into brush knees. So we're going to stay with that left foot at 45, right leg's forward. So just go right into brush the right knee. So just going to raise the knee up, block, step out into your front stance, and push the left hand straight out. And then you just shift back, left hand comes back to the hip, right arm extended, brush the right knee, step, push, and just repeat. We'll do this 5 times all together. Brushing that right knee, then we switch to the left. So to switch from here, shift your weight, right foot goes to 45, rotate the palms up, so then the left knee elevates, and we brush the left knee, step into the front stance, push out. So up, pushing here, and just repeating brush left knee, here. Then we go into toe kick. So this kind of work of the legs, you kind of start stationary, doing some upper body things, gets the rotation, work of the shoulders, and then we get into work of the legs now. Now we really work the legs with toe kick. So after we finish the last brush knee, we're going to shift back. We're going to do toe kick left first. The left arm is underneath as we gather here. Arms are crossed. Your right arm is on top of your left. Left leg is kicking, so left arm is going to be closest to that leg. So raise the knee up, open and kick, pointing the toes, extending out. Bend the knee, right arm comes in closer, then we step shoulder width, getting down into our front stance, and then double wind to ears. So eyes of the fist pointed downward. So block, double temple strike to your attacker here. Then we shift back, gather, toe kick left, speeding it up a little bit. Go a little slower as we do this, but just want to kind of show you the flow, how it's all going to tie together here. So we do toe kick into double wind, then we switch sides. So to switch to kick with your right leg, so you're here, step back Angle your left foot to 45, right foot forward, bending forward, right arm underneath, left arm is on top. Then we bring the knee up, so just the opposite. Do the toe kick, bend the knee, left arm comes in. We step down into our front stance, double wind, now with the right leg forward. And then we just shift back, open up, gather, then open up, go into your double wind to ears, and just continue that right kick. And then that'll finish out with double wind. Then we transition into cloud hands. So for cloud hands, I'm just going to step straight back with my right leg here. So my heels are more straight in alignment because I want to get into a horse stance. So from here, step back, angle the left leg out a little bit, toes forward, open up the hands, sink down, go a little lower. Then you're starting off with chopping to your right side here. Then you switch, chop to left. So up and out, turning from the waist will help move the arms here. Just going back and forth. So we finish with the extension on the left side. I'm just going back and forth, both sides until we finish with an extension on the left. And then from here, we go into shuttles. So lady work shuttles, we're going to start by doing the left side first. So we're going to turn the right foot 45, arms come up, left toes down, left leg out, front stance, palms up, shift back, shift forward into your high block with your left arm, right arm pushes straight out. So then you shift back, arms are just making a big kind of swing, they just sway and move with the body too. So we'll breathe in as we circle the arms back into a back stance, exhale, front stance, palms rotate up, breathe in, breathe out, push here. And then just continue that circular motion with the arms, shifting to the body. We do this 5 times. Once we complete the 5th one here, then we push off our left leg, angle it to 45. Right foot comes in, the arms are extended. They're going to make that big circle to the back, down, forward, palms up, shift back. Now lady works the shuttles right. So you're blocking up the right arm, left arm pushes out, then you shift back here, push. Big circle, shifting your weight as you do that. Let me show you from this side. So when it's here, big circle, shift forward, shift back, shift forward, block and push. Make sure you're blocking, protecting your head. Your pushing arm will always extend further out in front of that blocking hand. So there's continuous flow into your lady work shuttles on the right side. And then it's almost to the end here. So we're going to cross hands next. So actually the video, I'm in a pretty wide front stance. I bring my left leg in, my right leg. And then you'll notice I step in with the other leg. Probably easier, I think would be more natural, is from your shuttles here. Just bring your right foot all the way back and then turn your foot in, because we're going to go into cross hands. We want our feet to be about hip shoulder width apart like we start the form. So after we do our last shuttles, just step back so your heels are together, rotate your left toes in to face forward, then your arms are going to cross here. So then you bend, come up, and palms be outward. So the video, there's not a lot of space to see what my hands are doing, but basically they're going to come up, palms facing outward, then you drop down and cross here. So your left arm will be on top of your right, then they're going to drop, come up, and fold the same way with your left arm on top. So again, from shuttles, I'm here, just step straight back, rotate your left foot in, so we're here, and then we just go into breathing in, exhale, up, here. So actually that first one I may have gone back into my traditional 30 mode and put the left arm up, but it's, so your left hand is going to be on top. It should be a mirror image of how I have it here. So then we go into closed Tai Chi. So after we do our last upward and cross here, just pull the elbows apart, just like we close the 30 form. Arms relax down to your side, just straighten out. Exhale, straighten the legs as the arms float down. So that's the whole form. Yeah, it might take a little getting used to. Like I said, it is a little bit different. But once you get kind of the flow of it, it should feel like the other forms that we do. And you're going to notice that it doesn't require a lot of space to do it. So I'm hoping you guys can do this in the comfort of your home without any issues. And then hopefully when the weather gets nicer, you guys can get outside of the parks and do some of the other forms that you've been working on. But this should help break down the details a little bit. Also for the forms you're working on, these will probably be a good review of the techniques of those movements. And for those that are new to it, hopefully it makes sense and you can do it comfortably. With the video I did, went back and watched it, I did notice that I didn't, I started the video by doing the salute that we normally do for class, but for whatever reason I forgot to do it at the end, so I'll do that in this video here. So, forming a fist, the warrior, scholar, mind and body is one from the heart. Alright, thanks for watching this. Go on to video number 2, try out the workout with that. Let me know what you think of it. I hope you enjoy it. Stay healthy, stay strong, and I can't wait to see you guys again. Take care.